everyone, Elite Golden here, and welcome back to Operation Desolation. This is the 11th Japanese turn. So, quite the happenings on the Asian front for us over here. Really good job by the CCP breaking out there, and quite a commanding victory. So let's get into our turn. Alright, so we're going to try to go for improved factories, get that on the board, and let's see if we can get rid of that dice. And alright, we'll stick with that dice. It served us well last turn, maybe it'll serve us well this turn. So improved factories and hopefully finishing up large ship construction. Factories first. No dice, that's a 4. And now for large ship construction, come on. A 9. Fantastic. So that does change our buy a little bit, but I saved some of my money in anticipation of that. So, let's see. Let's get a couple of these guys on the board. Yeah, we got to be able to outproduce the Americans because they're starting to really come in. So here is how we'll do this. We're going to start 2 heavy carriers. That sounds pretty good to be able to project air power. And because we're starting this, that automatically shoots America up to 2, but don't worry, we're declaring war on them with a surprise strike later on. So they're $2 away. It was the writing's on the wall. They are $2 away, right? 62, 63. Yeah, $2 away. Silk had some absolutely killer rolls to get the Americans up to wartime economy. So pretty good there. But I do believe we have Kido Butai as well as improved construction. So we'll take a few bucks off this. Well, this will just go into the place units. So let's see. So we're saving $2, $4 total. What if we? So if we're saving $4, 1, 2, 3, 4, leaves us with 7 left. We'll get a medium tank and then just save 1. Yeah, we'll get a medium tank and save 1. That sounds pretty good. So then there's that. And then these guys just go up here. Alright, so there's our buy. Spoiled it a little bit, but of course we're going to be declaring war on the Americans. Hopefully we can take off some money from them before they really get too into this. So let's do a little bit of convoy raiding, of course. Alright, so it's kind of an interesting situation because the Americans have a line here and the British have a line here. So I'll just play it the best I know how, and my fellow players can tell me how to do it better next time. But so what I'll say is these two are on the are convoying for the American line, and these coastal subs are convoying for the British line. Now the reason it matters, if you're not aware, is the British have anti-sub warfare as well as radar. So they have different bonuses as well as I would have to roll for anti-sub warfare. So if this is how it's supposed to be played, fantastic. If not, I'll just fix it for next time. But let's get on with the show. So let's see. Our surprise strike, not that it's really going to help us at all, is going to be against Wake. So a destroyer loads up with a marine and offloads, and then a transport 1, 2, 3 goes over with an infantry and a medium tank. Let's see. You know what? Let's ensure victory and send this sub over here to raid the American line. That'll be that. Of course, we've got the Soviets to take care of. I already tried splitting them up just a little bit to make sure that I had everything in tip-top order. So, artillery, motorized, whoopsie-daisies. 2 cavalry, as well as 2 cavalry. Then these 3 are coming up here. Let's see. So, we're gonna have some tactical bombers fly down. We're gonna go, yeah, that's a pretty good amount of tactical bombers right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tactical bombers. And then we're gonna have, actually that's too many tactical bombers. That is too many. And then let's swap out a fighter. So, there, that's what that'll be. Looking pretty nice. Let's see, so I think I already, yeah, okay. So this is gonna have to get moved over just a little bit because I'm going to snip the rail line with my airborne. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop the airborne off so that the CCP no longer have their $2 that they're making. Then we got a couple of things down here. So, walk on into Bengal, snip this little road right here, so that's some more bonuses being taken away. The artillery is going to drop down, go into Hong Kong. So we'll just do these walk-ons really quick. And that one. Come on. Okay, there we go. Then, what is next? So we gotta go take some of these things now. First things first, we're gonna have a destroyer load up with a marine, go 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna go 4 and take the Solomon Islands. So that guy will come off of this card. He'll go there. Then this transport comes down, picks up, well, I suppose a tank destroyer. So 1, 2, 3. And he's going to do a little bit of a switcheroo. One is getting offloaded into that, and the other is getting offloaded into here. We're going to take this transport, load up with 2 guys, go 1, 2, 3. So take New Britain and New Guinea. It's pretty good. A transport will drop down with, let's see, an infantry, and then that infantry is going to go into Mindanao, and a medium tank, and that medium tank is going into Sarawak. We have one more transport up here, gonna get loaded up. 1, 2, 3, down here. Drop down into there. We'll have a destroyer come down with a marine. Then we'll have this fighter go 1, 2, 3 to join that fight. Should be pretty simple. And then 4, 5 to Siam. Actually, probably Cochin China, because I imagine these guys might want to try to break out. We'll see what happens. So there's good, there's good, there's good. We will use So this destroyer will come up because there's only one Marine been dropped off so far. This guy was already sitting there. We'll use those two guys to drop off 2 Marines down here, and then we'll have the 2 battleships and battle cruiser come out to shore bombard, and then they'll just go right back into port. So that's pretty good. I think that's all of my combat moves. Let me just check the board to make sure. As fun as it would be to come back over and snake southern Iran again, I just simply don't think that I need it that badly. I also really don't want to have to deal with that coastal gun, so I won't. Simple as that. All right, let's get into rolling. So we'll grab some dice and do some of these easier battles first. We'll start off with Wake. I'll need me some dice. All right. So I said I was using my surprise attack here. It only negates the Americans by 1, so now instead of a 2, it's going for a 1. So here's what we'll do. We'll roll. We're looking for 2s here on the infantry, the infantry and the Marine. Nothing, and the medium tank for a 6. That's a hit, and now the militia. That's pretty good. Okay, all right. So we lose a Marine for that. All right. We'll also need some rating dice. I'll take those. Let's see. Let's color these. Should have done this beforehand, but I didn't even think about it. We'll have green for the Americans and orange for the Japs. All right, so +2 for me. So $2 off already. And then let's just continue on the rating. So here's the Americas for the other 2 subs. Nothing there. And again, nothing there. So $2. That's all that she wrote for that. Now the 2 coastal subs, and I will need this dice as well. So first up, coastal sub dies, but takes off all the money. So $1 and $2. Now because I declared it, I think I have to roll this dice again for my other coastal sub. If not, hey, can I save that for next turn? Otherwise, all good. So now we're over to here. No bombards, so that's going to be all right. We'll do high to low though. So here's a 6 for the fighter. It's a 6, so we're good. Now the 2 for the militia. No dice for the Indians on that one. Oh, you know what I just realized? I think I did Wake wrong. I think I have to keep rolling because the tank doesn't get to come in until the 2nd round. That's my bad. So I guess all things being fair, I'll redo that. So this will be the that'll be the infantry, that'll be the tank, and then there's the American militia who's still alive. Misses all around. Misses all around. Misses again. Okay, there. We're good now. We're good. Got the hit with the infantry, of all things. I suppose now we've got to do some first strikes. So here are the 2 battleships. 3. That's all. That's all we needed. That's all we needed there. So let's get a few flags going, and then we'll get on to the main event, which will be the Soviet showdown. All right. And then, of course, the battleships just go back in port. So, first things first, we're going to be up here first, and we're going to try to wipe out their counterattacking fleet. Or not fleet, well, counterattacking force, just because of how potent this otherwise would be if I let it survive. So, drawing a straight line from roundel to roundel, I don't think it's a mountain border. Just because of how it's situated. I think it skirts by this line right there. But if it really is only going to affect 3 units by 1, so it might not be a big enough deal. So these will be the infantry. We'll battleboard the next one because that'll actually be kind of significant. Actually, no, we'll use a green one. So, there we go. Those are the defenders right there. A cavalry, an artillery, 4 infantry. And I've got 3 tactical bombers. We'll have those guys as a nice purple. 2 fighters and a medium tank. I'll roll them separately so that we're not too confused. And 2 cavalry. Yep, well, that's kind of what I gotta deal with. So let's get it moving. All right, first things first. Cavalry at a 3, I believe. No hits there. The fighter and medium tank. 2 hits. So, oh well, I forgot to do the first strike. Well, it would have. 6. Okay, so nothing there. So I didn't get a casualty list, but I imagine we're doing this from the 2 hits. And now for the tactical bombers. Nice, very nice. That leaves 1 infantry surviving on the first go around. So the cavalry to 2. And then all these infantry. 1 hit. Well, now this poses an interesting question. Do I just want to retreat? Huh. I hadn't considered this. This is... Oh, I think I accidentally deleted the tactical bomber up there. Yeah, let me get that right now before I forget. Whoops, that's my bad. Okay. Huh. I think I do want to retreat because there's really not a great point in sticking around if I don't have to. So we will, and that's a pretty good fight, all things considered. So now let's battleboard this one. This is going to be a good one to battleboard. We're going to copy and paste. Yes, the remnants of the terrible battle that my forces suffered. A great defeat. All right. I am going up an anti-aircraft gun, so that's going to be really fun. All these guys are at -1 because of the mountain. Fighters at a 6. Few tactical bombers at some pretty decent levels. Lots of militia. Those guys are also at a 3. And infantry at 5. So there's going to be lots of target selects going on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2 artillery. They're not boosting anybody, so it's all good. D for a 6, and then a couple of 7s. So let's get it shaken. First thing is our first strike. No hits. Now we're into regularly scheduled combat. For 1s, no hits. For 2s from the cavalry, there's a 1. So we get 1 hit. And again, I didn't get a casualty list, but I imagine it'll be kind of, it's pretty standard. It's still a pretty easy fight. 6. That's a 12. Now for 7s. Let's get some good hits here. In fact, 0 hits. So this is awful. Here's the anti-aircraft. Awful, like I said, just awful. So now those guys get that, and no, let's get a different color for that guy. There we go. We'll do this. 1 hit, and it's a target select. Let's see. I imagine he'd want to take a cavalry out since they attack just a little bit better, but depending on how the battle goes, I might reassess that to see what happens. So now we're really gonna see what happens next. Nothing there. Nothing there. That's gone. That's gone. 6 and a 5. Okay, 2 hits. So the full force. 1, 2, and that's 3 hits. One of them being a target select. So at this point, I'll have to lose all the cavalry. But we shall press on. Press on till final victory, of course. No 1s. Any 2s? No 2s. Any decent hits? 1 target select. So at least we finally get the infantry out of there. Doesn't mean the fight's gonna be any more manageable. 2 hits. Yep, those are both 7s. So 2 hits. One of them being a target select. That'll have to go on the motorized. Yeah, both motorized will die. So this is really coming down to the wire. Pretty crazy. Here's for the 2s. Finally got a hit on a land unit. And the tactical bombers could seal the deal right here. And they don't. Off by 1. So 1 more militia down. See what these guys do. No hits. Pretty good. Pretty good. Nothing there. 7 and a 6. Got it. And on his way out, a hit. Someone run the numbers for me this turn. I know they're bad for me. Someone run the numbers. So this is the surviving force. Geez, if I thought the counterattack was going to be bad. So I've got the planes over here. I've got everybody. Just as long as we don't... Okay, so yeah, that guy can't get deleted. So I do take it at what some might say would be incredible, devastating loss. All right, so everybody's gone 2. I think we're in non-combat now. So yeah, that's gonna get taken back immediately. So let's fly around a little bit. Let's see what happens. We're gonna put 3 fighters. Nope, I don't have 3 fighters. We're gonna put those guys back like that. Keep the tank there because he's gonna have a pretty rough time if he moves too much further. This guy's got 3 movement, so he'll go 1, 2, 3, join these guys. Really doesn't have much of a choice. Down here, I think the plane made it back to coach in China, so that's pretty good. Everybody else is good. I don't think I forgot any battles. Don't think so, so I think we're good. Let's move the ships around a little bit really quick. Yeah, let's see. Heavy cruiser hops down into port. 1, 2, 3 in port. Let's see. I used all my transports, so I cannot use them anymore. 2 light cruisers, I think will go down here. Can they make that 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes, they can. Got another sub over here. And a destroyer. You know what? We'll leave them. That sounds pretty good. We shall leave them. Put that guy on the card. The Chinese have tanks now, so gotta have some way to defend against the tanks. We're gonna move this infantry onto the card. Things are not going well for the Japanese, and who knows, maybe it's the Emperor's fault. Or maybe it was all according to plan. You guys will have to wait for the game recap for me to tell. Major Phone knows. He knows what's going on. Seaplane 1, 2, 3, 4 to Tokyo. Bingo. Bingo. All right, I think that's all the non-combat. All the planes have landed, at least the ones who've survived. It's not many, but it's a few. And maybe we'll put like 2 more tactical bombers back. Bad times, my friends. But no matter. No matter at all. Okay, so we got 2 militia upgrades. Let's try to remember that. I think it's going to be a big IPP producing round, so we just have that to remember. There is good fortune in that. Right. First things first, artillery placed up in Rihi. Second thing, medium tank goes there. Marine goes in Tokyo. Infantry, 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 infantry. There's all 5 that can be produced in Kyushu. And the light carrier, I am curious. Is there? So that's just a port. I was trying to see if I could place it down here, but it's a dockyard, not a shipyard. Dockyard. Okay, all my shipyards are up here. So this guy will just join that fleet right there. Make that pretty easy. 2 militia upgrades and 3 militia placements. So we gotta be a little strategic about this time. First militia protects some planes. Second militia soaks some hits from there. And then we got 2 upgrades and 1 placement. We'll place a militia in Tibet. Can't give the CCP any free territories. And upgrades. Let's see. We'll upgrade this militia here. So that'll end up being that guy. And then we have one more upgrade. I think we're going to upgrade some of these guys up here. We're going to upgrade. Wait, no. Yeah, we're going to upgrade this guy. So then I have to go pull a... There we go. All right. So, it's not the turn we necessarily wanted, but it's the turn we got. And we're going to roll with the punches. That was a pretty fun turn to do. A lot of interesting outcomes happened. So, all right. Sorry, I'll stop. That's a 30-minute turn. Oh, boy. All right. Lost a lot more than I would have hoped for. But let's go take a gander at the chart. And, oh, yeah. We're making 51 plus 10. That's nice. That's really nice. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Very, very cool. Oh, I forgot to move some of my guys. If that's all right, I would like to move these guys down there, and then one of the guys off of 41 over to Anacontonkin, if that's okay. Okay, now on to the buy. So I'm making 51 plus 10 is 61, plus my one left over is 62. All right, let's see how long I can hold this, especially against, oh man, the might of the Soviets. They even got some reinforcements coming around back to definitely retake Novosibirsk. Super cool, super fun. I'll hand you on over to Silk for the UK Commonwealth and Free French turn, and I'll see you in the next Japanese turn. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Later.